Hi, I'm Trace Williams. Thank you for joining me for What Do You Think? Today's episode, A Burning of the Heart at 4 a.m. When you have a burning of the heart for another, you will do just about anything for them, even if that requires a trip to the local 24-hour convenience store at 4 a.m. for an antacid to resolve their burning of the heart. During this trip, as I approached the window to place my order, there was a woman ahead of me completing her transaction. As she turned towards me, without even looking at me, asked for a ride. On a normal night, I may have obliged her, but tonight I had someone at home waiting for me with the burning of the heart. I had no idea where this woman wanted to go. The problem, from what I could discern, her home was the streets. Although her hair was not a mess and her clothing appeared to be clean, there were other indicators that she was homeless. She seemed to have a good attitude and simply walked away when I denied her. As she walked away, she said to another man standing in proximity, who also appeared homeless, "Well, I'm off again." It seemed as though these two had some semblance of a relationship. As I made my way back home to the burning heart, I had a thought. It was not a new thought by any means. We live in one of the most, if not the most, wealthy nation on the planet. Why, then, is anyone homeless? Is there any excuse for this? Any reason for this? I understand that there are some people living on the streets that they've squandered every opportunity they have been given. Some have made bad choice after bad choice. I do understand that. But is there a way to reach those folks in some way, to help them learn to make better decisions? Some are out there because they have made one bad decision, because they were living paycheck to paycheck. They were one bad decision away from being homeless. There are some out in the streets through no fault of their own. All of a sudden, a virus hits the land, and businesses are forced to shut down. When that circumstance occurs, the one that was living paycheck to paycheck receives no paycheck. And because of being one paycheck away from homelessness, the unthinkable happens. I also know that there are individuals in the streets with the appearance of homelessness that in reality are not. There have been people followed that had pretended to be homeless to scam the public into handing them free money. That, in my opinion, should be a crime. Which leads me to this. I completely understand and believe that everyone that offers a service or makes a widget should be compensated for what they do. With that being said, here's where I may ruffle some feathers. I understand there is a cost of doing business, including payroll. But when a company asks for donations from the populace in order to help humanity, and the populace is generous enough to give billions of dollars, is it right or fair or godly to have an income that allows for multiple jets, multi-million-dollar homes, and the opportunity to travel the world at a moment's notice while people remain homeless? Is it right for the government to collect our taxes, ship the funds to another country, to a non-governmental organization, only to pillage that organization's funds for themselves, while there are millions of American people who live on the streets? Don't get me wrong, I'm not promoting socialism. I'm just pointing out a situation that has been used to enrich others while ignoring the social needs of this country. I do not know how you feel about this situation or what can be done about it. But is it not greed to take that money given to help others and use it to support one's own lavish lifestyle? Is it not prideful then to openly brag about the personal belongings one has obtained by the way of this method of becoming wealthy? Is it not evil to flaunt that wealth where a homeless one looking for a little shelter from the rain stumbles upon a television, only to witness the man bragging about his obvious selfishness? Quote, "Again I tell you, it is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for someone who is rich to enter the kingdom of God." End quote. Jesus, Mark 10, verse 25. I know that I could be one bad decision or one shutdown away from being in the same position as the ones who have already succumbed to the reality of their own current way of life. Fortunately for me, I am blessed with the knowledge that I have somewhere to go if ever in need. Others may be less fortunate. This, my friends, leaves me with yet another burning of the heart. I'm Trace Williams, asking you, what do you think?